Okay, now to start this game. Hello, ladies and gentlemen out there. This is the Lunar Walker, and I apologize for not being there yesterday. I had not slept in over 24 hours, and unlike most times when my insomnia kicked in, hello, welcome to the stream. Unlike most of the time when my insomnia kicks in, I was just dead tired. Usually, after an hour or so of being tired, I'll wake back up and be awake. This time, I was dead to the world when it came time to stream, and I just couldn't do it. I apologize to everyone out there. I just could not continue at that point. But I'm back. I am once again back to Evil Within. Give me a sec here. Gotta do a couple things. I apologize for being disorganized. Again, I'm just kinda doing the stuff that needs doing. Trying to do 1,000,001 things at once, kinda thing. Of course, I tried to do something on my phone, and suddenly everything needs updated on said phone, so let's see if I can do what I needed to do on my laptop. Whew. Yeah. I know, boring couple minutes to begin with. But I was, like I said, completely dead to the world. Oh, hey guys! Dead to the world, and I think that should take care of the stuff that I needed to do on my laptop. I've got my phone updating, so there we go. But usually, like I said, when I get to being, when I get to the point where I am dead to the world, when my insomnia kicks in, I just an hour or two of being tired and then I'm awake again. This time I just got more and more tired, so at 4 o'clock when it was time to start the stream, I just couldn't. So as you saw on either Discord or Twitch, I wasn't playing yesterday. But day before we finished the assignment, we kind of told the people that control us to go fuck themselves, and now we have to deal with the consequence of our actions. So here we are, the Evil Within, the consequence. And I will put up a poll on Twitter tonight, as well as take suggestions. I'll put a little suggestion page on my Discord to see if you guys want me to do the Executioner, at least a little bit of it, before I start Evil Within 2. I decided to just continue on to Evil Within 2 and have that be my Halloween game. So basically, you know, today and tomorrow of the Consequence, that's 2 chapters. So that'll be 19th and 20th for the Consequence, and the 21st will either be the Executioner or the beginning of Evil Within 2, and we'll see if that lasts us all the way to Halloween or not. If it does not, then I don't know what I'll do. If it doesn't, I'll probably post something to Twitter and ask for recommendations and stuff. But I've procrastinated enough. Let us continue on. We did default each time. Important archive, imported entries can be viewed in the archive. So yeah. I should have done offline, gotten the rest of those documents. That way we could just go through all of them now, because they transfer over. But I didn't. So, kisses all around. Hugs and kisses. But poster's changed. It's not like we haven't seen that a couple times already.
Do your past secrets haunt you? Do you wish to tell them, but something holds you back?
Come back, kid. You have a job to do.
No! Stop! Get away from me!
Stop running.
Is it over? I'm back?
Agent Kidman?
Now, a bit of a fresher up. What happened previously is, as we can see, our 3 KCPD files. We've got the previous entries. Like I said, I think tonight I'll offline, either tonight or tomorrow morning I'll offline replaying through this as well as the previous 2. We got our first torn letter, and these will be the torn pages for the next one. And we do not have any of the key items, because those did not transfer. But I will probably just replay through with a strat guide going through the previous one and the first chapter of this one. That way, any stuff we missed, we can just go down the line. That way, you guys get everything. Though I might not. I don't know. I will decide later. Okay.
No, no. Where is this place?
And now we have our own little hell world. So we need to find the combination. If you guys remember, even if we're not focusing, when we glance around and find little things, it will tend to tell us that there's something there just by the light flickering off of it. 0702, 0703. We were in 0704. And that's 0701. That one don't have anything. We can't pull a Sebastian and go through the mirror. Cannot open the doors. So we need to find the combination for that thing. Ah, there it is. There, it's 11. Okay, 2, 9, 11. So 2. Oh god, it's one of these. 9. Okay, so the top one spins the top, the middle spins both, and the bottom one spins top and bottom, so that one was a pretty easy one. And there's our first letter piece. let's go. Put this where it belongs. Try and get it as close to where it needs to be as possible.
Are we awake?
Hey, you! What's going on? Where is this place?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that.
Are you kidding me? Ugh, waste of time.
Ha 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 ha. We have nothing there. Nothing there, so we've got no missing posters, no. Fucking... Claire de Lune's playing, though. And here's the desk. But it looks very different from Sebastian's memories of it. I wonder if... I'm not seeing any tiles, which we know we got some. I wonder if you get all of them, if the thing is actually completed or not. Ah, shit. And Kitty's gone. Bloody trail. Blood all over the place now. Oh, I liked it better when Claire de Lune was playing.
Society is wounded. People are suffering. Hopeless. Just as you were. Before we saved you. Mobius can now do the same for everyone. STEM is a machine designed to connect everyone's subconscious. And whoever is at the center has the power to influence them. There couldn't be a better tool to change the world, to lead. Society needs a curator, and Mobius will be just that, ushering in the next step of humanity.
Okay, so we got that. I'm still trying to do the updates on my phone, so sorry for pausing there for a moment. Now there's a door here, too. And it's the same door. What we'd actually seen was the desk pop up for Sebastian. Now we know what's coming here, but we can't activate it yet. So... we can't go that way. Oh, we can go this way.
We must have that boy. He will enable us to change everything.
I'll come back with him.
I needn't remind you the consequences for failure.
I know. But if Ruvik leaves with him, there must be some way to stop him.
More crumbled away. There's a light over here, so we need to go here.
I know you're out there.
Do you have any idea why this world is the way it is? Hate. Hate. Ruvik's hate. The man's consumed by it. He wants out. Wants to get his revenge. He wants back what he feels the world took from him.
Who's that? How does he know about Ruvik?
That is theorized that one reporter, as I mentioned before.
Despite our powerful benefactors, with this much collateral damage, it's only a matter of time before people start to take notice. KCPD has been dropping by. A female officer. I don't remember her name. Regardless, the police are not something I should be involved with. Mobius says they will take care of it and make an effort to ensure KCPD leave us alone. Then there is the reporter from the Crimson Post, Ivan something or other. He has become a personal annoyance. He barely qualifies as a tabloid journalist, writing cover stories about tales of church sacrifices and other nonsense. But now he's being persistent about the missing patients claim. I'll be damned if he is the man who brings Beacon down. It seems that Reuben could be useful for other forms of problem solving. Perhaps I can interest this reporter in an exclusive interview.
And that's how the reporter went missing. That's why it's theorized that the guy that Sebastian talks to constantly and this part right here is actually that reporter, which we already found the missing persons report and the newspaper that talked about him disappearing.
Leslie! If I'm still here, then he must be too.
So we have more stuff going on. We've got the arch with the flowers. We have zip lines. So arch with the sunflowers, which we know is actually connected to Reuben and his past. Anything in here that I missed? Like a reporter? Oh, the bedding's missing. The bed moved in one of those earthquakes. So let's head back to that reporter's room and see if anything was under that bed. No, this bed didn't move. The sink was in the way. Huh. So, yeah. So, let's go over here.
Too bad they dragged you into this. But either way, you're mine. To do with as I please.
Sebastian. He must be somewhere else right now. Damn it, he doesn't have anything to do with this.
And as we know, this was Sebastian's bedroom, so that's why his little cinematic was in here. So
Mobius. Something is pulling me back there.
and now that door is formed.
You should find this useful.
I think she does that before you. If you come in with the light off and you only see the Mobius symbol, she does that, telling you to essentially to focus on it.
While it is theoretically possible for a host to overwrite themselves on a user, the odds of compatibility are astronomical.
But the boy, Leslie, you're saying he's a compatible subject.
Yes, and based on Reuben's notes, the stem should be able to run with Leslie as its source.
I need you to do tests. Determine what must be done to make him the blank slate we need.
They knew what Leslie was capable of. Damn it, why would they hide that from me?
Probably because they knew you'd sympathize with Leslie. Now that I think about it, I most likely will not do the whole going through the first one as well as this first chapter again. If I was going to do that, I really should have done it before I started this one. That way I only had 2 chapters to get through. So I think I will just do what I did and basically say fuck it. If I do end up...
We had a STEM terminal here, on the lowest floor. If Leslie's in here with me, he's probably headed there. And that may be my way out of here.
What I was saying was, okay, there's a door. That's a microwave. I saw keys and I saw a keypad and I thought that it was, safe. But hey, can you blame me for thinking it might be a safe? Those things are hidden all over the fucking place. Anyways, as I was saying, I think I'll do the same thing I did as last time, just say fuck it. If I do end up re-going through and getting everything, all of the little trinkets and whatnot, I will probably do a load up and have them all in order played through. That way you can see and hear all of them, even the ones that we missed. That fell over on its own, and there's a press pad, so... I think I'll go over to the press pad.
I can't get through with the power out. I've got to get things running again.
Oh, shit. Looks like we get to play sneaky sneak again. Gotta be sneaky and silent. Okay. So that wasn't a set of doors like I originally thought it was. Can't get through that way. So we got to get power running. Unfortunately, we all know that getting power running might be a bad idea with some of the things that sneak around in here. Because we all know what running power does to the critters in these areas. And I think I prefer... Ah, damn it. I remember this. I remember this one.
I barely see anything in here.
What we need to do is we get
Chemical
these.
lights. Better than nothing, I guess.
And I did not realize for a long time that I thought you just had to deal with reduced. I did not realize that I did not pay attention that said you could do that. So I got the trophy for doing this with throwing 10 or less, because I didn't know you could throw them. I don't know why I didn't know you could throw them, I just didn't. Because it tells you right away you can do that. That's a ladder that leads down. Was there anything up here, though? Yeah, but doesn't that just kind of make sense for a guy like me? I'm trying to remember how to get through here. Yeah, I'm not going to try. Anyone watch Neurotically Yours, either currently or back when it was first started? Honestly, I loved it. It was, when it first started, it was one of my favorites, and I currently love it as well. Love you too. One of my favorite scenes was probably, for Neurotically Yours, was probably, the, one where Jermaine has to get some medication.
There must be a way to get the power back on.
And she takes Pilsy, which is a squirrel that is, as the name suggests, addicted to medication. And he... Now what you need to do to get the trophy is you do need to go through a lot of dark areas, but what you need to do is essentially each time you hit a wall, you follow the line and see where you can throw it and how far you can get it away, and then you toss it. Okay. Forgot about that. Yeah, the foamy rants are great. But like I said, my favorite is when Germaine had to take Pilsy to the pharmacist with her because she needed medications. And he comes in and he's like, I feel fucking great. And she's like, what the fuck did they give you? Everything. Everything. Greens, blues, reds, and blues. All in my head like a crab basket of nut contraband. But I will never forget that grab basket of contraband.
There must be a way to get the power back on.
But yeah, to get it, you gotta go through dark areas, and once you get to, like, the edge of the dark area... There it is. But yeah, Neurotically Yours is still ongoing. It's just very, very censored now. Because YouTube is fucking bullshit. And there we go.
Floor security is now rebooting.
Power's back on. We no longer need this, but I think we get chemical lights until we find a new lamp. Or a new flashlight. I don't quite remember. Yeah, I did throw a chemical light even though I didn't need to. But I think once you flip that switch, you get the trophy anyways. Like I said, I got it because I forgot. I didn't realize you could throw the chemical lights even though it tells you you can. Because sometimes I be stupid. If I remember right, there was only one dude patrolling. Trying to avoid... There we go. Oh, there wasn't just one. Go fucking figure. Hence, these. I thought I saw him move. Whew. Yeah, I think I'd gotten away from him anyway. I just... better safe than sorry kind of moment. There might be a way to pick up your flashlight, but I think you actually do have to go through without a flashlight, because I think there's a couple of those chemical light sections before you get a new one. I haven't played Overwatch. I've heard good things, I've never played it, so... Ooh. Lots of hugs as well.
System correctly. Each terminal requires manual restoration. Please be patient.
This isn't the time to make me wait.
My main reason for not playing is I see the appeal, but I'm more of a guy who likes reading about the characters over playing as them. One of the things I loved about Destiny is, and a thing that I wish Destiny 2 still did, in Destiny 1, basically you had run of the place. You got up to a certain level, you unlocked, like, the arena and stuff like that. And it made sense, because, you know, you're stuck on Earth until first you need to find a ship that gets you to the tower, which is your main hub, and then you need to find a warp drive, which is just the next mission, which allows you to go and do other stuff. It unlocks pretty much everything. I think you need to do the first or second mission on the moon before you unlock the arena, which is where it's PvP. But any which way, it was fine, because by then you had learned how to play. Destiny 2 originally did the very first storyline, and I don't know even what chapter it's on. I need to purchase all of the ones that I've missed and play through them if I can. But I got into Destiny 2 when God, what was it called? It was basically on for a year when I got into Destiny 2. That was also after I had played through essentially the story of Destiny 1. I've still got Destiny 1 as well as all four DLC, or all the DLCs for it, so Destiny 2, I am missing like a couple years worth of stuff. But in Destiny 2, the very first story, you basically woke up, or you got called to the tower. The tower essentially got destroyed while you were there, and your new main hub was called the farm, which was as you retake the tower. You had lost your light for the first chapter, which means you didn't have any abilities and your armor was broken. The way you got your light back was what gave you your first new ability, as well as, because they made new on all three characters, all three abilities for all three characters, but basically they did 2, 2, and 2. So your choice for the three Guardians told you what the two abilities and two versions of light you would have. And the third one got picked up later. But unfortunately, because I had just picked it up, and what I think they should go back to doing is you have to play through that first one, but you do not see any other Guardians until after you've gotten your light back. And you have to play through without light in that first chapter like you used to be able to do. What they did now is they basically remastered the first intro to the original Destiny, and that's what all the new players go through. That way they can immediately get into the arena. That way they can immediately do everything they want to do, instead of actually having you go through slowly, learn the moves, learn the abilities, and once you get up to a certain point, Shaxx will say, hey, you can come to the arena and fight other Guardians. But no, because so many people got, pissed off, and I'm pretty sure I just saved, but oh well, they decided to do it a different way. And as much as I love the company, I still love the games, I'm sorry. I'll pick up Destiny 2 again eventually. I might replay D1 again. But I liked having to even if I erased and made a new character, I liked having to go through the first story without light and having to learn, as you go. So
although brilliant, Reuben was quite insane. A compromise of ethics on our part. He seemed motivated, obsessed with revenge against something never specified. We discovered what he was doing in secret. Torturing, penchant for traps. A serial killer masquerading around as a scientist.
Hey, a new item. But yeah, if they ever do a new thing for Destiny again, I think what they should do is get that first chapter essentially playable for new Guardians again, have it essentially be you play alone for that entire first chapter, so basically have either a separate server dedicated to just, or have it out as be single player until after that first chapter is done. Then go on to the other chapters and whatnot. Forsaken, that was the name of the chapter that had just released when I got D2. It was free for PS Plus because it was new. It was the new one, and it was celebrating.
Pathways are shut down until system is rebooted.
It was essentially celebrating the 1 year. So that's basically what it was. It was free for PS Plus. I had gotten PS Plus with my PS4, so yeah. But as I said before, I love Destiny. I love the games. I wish it was the same way Destiny that I fell in love with. I will probably replay Destiny 1 again and again, but D2, it'll take a while to get back to.
Has turned far too aggressive and his techniques even more perverse. Da Vinci would dissect corpses to further his anatomical studies, but what Rubin has done goes beyond. Demanding his subjects be aware as he dissects them to truly see how the mind reacts. He's more of a butcher than an artist. But we must remain scientists above all. I had taught him from a young age that the end shall justify the means, but I could not have predicted things to be this extreme. Mobius has learned of his involvement due to my carelessness. I've asked they bring him on board to assist in development. Perhaps offering him better facilities and support will refocus him and stave off his gruesome proclivities.
As I said, as it is now, Destiny 2, essentially, I gotta get back into it. I no longer am part of a guild. I have been part of 2 guilds. And I think it's lack of playing that immediately put me out of both guilds. But you will see them if you watch my Destiny 1 playthroughs, because it says underneath my title whenever I'm in orbit what my guild is. And I wish I still was in a guild, but at the same time I'm fine without being in one at the moment. Hell, I might make my own if I ever get back into it, if I find people who like to play Destiny. I would love to get the trophies for D1 where you have only Guildmaster, only... I got the This is how much I love Destiny. I've got the Platinum on D2. So, that essentially shows you how much I love the Destiny games.
For me. People like you. You took my life away. Turned me into an abomination. Finally, with this machine, I can go back. I can live the life I was supposed to have.
We are forgiving. We are willing to overlook your certain peculiarities for what you can provide us. But you are testing our limits. Our manpower, our resources are not here for your pathetic fantasy. You will reverse the calibration on the machine so we can use it without you.
And what if I say no? You think Jimenez can fix this? You need me, and there's no way around it.
Ruvik. No. Rubin. This was where he was doing his research with us. We were just using him. And I doubt he's the first.
As I said, as far as I know, Destiny 2 is like I said. When you start a new character, you are immediately play through essentially the first chapter of D1, and you get all your abilities, you get all 3 classes instead of having to unlock them. You get basically everything. I wish I could do the same way I did when I first started playing D2, where you had to unlock each class by getting to a certain level. You get your first class unlocked after going through the first chapter without using any light abilities. Then you get to a certain level, you go back to the shard that gave you the first class, and you get your second class. and you learn about those classes through story logs, and then it's the same with the third class. And you learn essentially how to use those classes based on what you're being told about them. I miss that. But this is neither here nor there. I'm sorry for my Destiny rant. Enjoy your dinner. Sorry for my TED Talk about how Destiny has changed. Oh, come on! That is a sneaky trap. Because you cannot run when you have... So basically, you gotta come over here. Come on. See, it is a bullshit trap. Because it screams and immediately you start... You have to get close to it to get the thing to open the door for you. And once you open the door, it wakes it up. Come on, come on. Enough of the old man energy. Enough of the old man energy. At least I hit a checkpoint. Go away. I don't have time for this. Okay, now I've realized what I have to do. You guys should start quoting me.
I don't have time for this.
System ready.
Come on, through. Yes. No. No. I was through. I was through the door. No. Ah, fuck. See, that's not fair.
This may take a few moments.
I don't have time for this.
System ready.
This isn't fair.
Damn it.
No, no, no! Don't run out of energy yet! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! Oh. I don't think I have any frozen pizza. See, that's not fair, because no matter what, it will find you. And you can't run when it's got the thing on you. You have to do the entire thing. And there it is. You cannot run fast enough to not get spotted by it, basically. I'm gonna try something. Because we know it does this thing right here. I am stuck. My character will not move. There we go. It took me getting spotted to do it. My character did not move. I don't know if it was stuck on a pixel. I don't know if it was a glitch. I could not move there. Oh, come on. Eat me. It feels like as soon as it spots you, it's game over. Because you cannot run when the light is on you. I wonder if it hears the... Oh, that is bullshit.
I don't
That is bullshit. Yeah, holding down the run button doesn't do anything. You cannot run when its light is on you. Okay, it doesn't hear the thing. Ah, there we go. And it spotted me. I don't know why it's not letting me do anything. I can't open the door because it spots me even if I run straight to it. It doesn't hear when I throw the chemical lights, so I can't lure it away with that. And it doesn't, like, go over here. There's got to be a way to lure it away from the door. No, I don't.
System ready.
Where's it at? Come on, come on. Let me in. Oh.
Leslie.
Oh, fuck you, guy. Oh. I hate that moment.
Oh shit, it's back.
I can't go back through that thing. Oh, come on! How did it spot me? How did it spot me? No! And did I hit a checkpoint? I don't remember if I hit a checkpoint or not. I hope I did. God, I hate this thing. I am so glad I kill it, either this chapter or the next. Spoiler alert, I do kill this fucking boss.
Oh shit, it's back.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh shit, it's back. Oh, God. Quit following me. And of course...
Please enjoy this music while waiting.
You've got to be kidding me. Come on.
No! Ah. That is definitely a you gotta be kidding me moment. Ah.
Oh shit, it's back.
Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. So... somehow, I need to basically do the same thing I did before. But...
oh shit, it's back.
it will immediately go to the spot where I was.
Please enjoy this music while waiting.
You've got to be kidding me.
How I didn't get spotted, I have no clue.
Thank you for waiting. Have a productive workday.
Ah.
Guess I'm all right for now.
I don't think so.
What the?
I forgot about that. I mean, your health goes back up anyway, but I forgot about that point. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I didn't think about those. I should have. Oh god, my eye. I think I caused him to blow up. Oh, thank God. Not a checkpoint. Fuck. Yeah, I think that's kind of how I fumbled around. But, fumbling in the dark is...
What have you done to Reuben? Show me!
Keep your emotions out of this, Jimenez. He brought this upon himself. We gave him a chance.
Where is he?
If you really wish to know, he's in the next room. Come, see.
Yes! Ah. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, thank God, thank God. I no longer have to deal with chemical lights. I don't remember if I have other points where I have to deal with them, but thank God I don't have to deal with them at the moment. Oh boy. Oh, I remember this. There we go. Scrap 2. Oh dear Lord, it's been over an hour and we've only found scrap 2. I think it doesn't matter which side you go down, but we'll see. Ah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. Does that mean there's another safe in here?
This is despicable. What is this monstrosity?
Despicable? Coming from the man using his own patients to further his own research? The irony of this situation is amusing. But even you must realize what we can do with this.
This means STEM will run. We can continue the experiments.
And your assistance is even more necessary than before.
This whole project, from the beginning, it was about deceit.
Yeah, as we know, Jimenez later pulled Ruvik's brain out, because, yeah, he's Ruvik at this point. Oh. Ah, boy. Okay. It's got to line those up. It's 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Four, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3.
I saw what they have done to him, and I am appalled. To think the young boy I mentored is now this. A mass of gray matter in a glorified test tube. Could they have been planning this all along? And what have I become in all of this? They've managed to keep his mind alive by simulating an artificial body. His consciousness is being confined to a mental straitjacket, a gear in their infernal machine. They have even stricken his name in humanity, referring to him by an anagram, Ruvik. A crude joke, as if spitting on his grave. I almost felt the urge to smash the case and end it right there. But my anger was quickly replaced by scientific curiosity. Reuben's legacy will live on. I will spearhead the next step. I will create something of my own out of this tragedy.
As I said, as we know, he later pulls Reuben's brain out as a way to probably to bring himself some peace of mind, as well as trying to take the Ruvik entity, as we'll call it, out of STEM. But because Ruvik's imprinted himself into the mental world at that point, it doesn't.
What you see here is one of the first STEM prototypes. It requires a physical connection from user to host. But Beacon houses a newer version with a wireless transmitter. All the user hears is a high-pitched tone, and they're connected. We've gotten word Jimenez is prepping for unauthorized usage. We would like the trial run to be on our terms, not his.
That sound in the signal core must have been when Jimenez activated it. Joseph, Sebastian, Oscar. They were all pulled in with me. The STEM and Beacon. That's where it all started. There must be a way to get out of this world from there.
So yeah, that high-pitched sound that we kept hearing was the wireless version of STEM. The first time. We have been inside STEM since that very first radio report that caused us to hear that high-pitched sound. So...
There are some things here that are to remain in the dark. Especially for you, kid. You're asking too many questions, ignoring your mission. Running from responsibility. Just like you always do.
No, that's not true. You don't know me.
That much is obvious. But we need to make sure you do what you're told.
You're lying to me, hiding things. I can't trust you, not like this.
You are not required to trust us. Only to obey.
And of course there's a kitty cat. So... But yeah, as we know, like I said, they tried to remove Ruvik from the thing by making essentially pulling out the brain and making it an artificial core, because they have had enough people in there to let's see, an hour and a half equaled to an hour in game. But they have had enough oh, I love it. I just noticed the cat purrs. And nothing. Everything's falling up.
You were assigned to your team for a reason. Castellanos, Oda, they know nothing. But they're searching for answers.
Searching for us, you mean?
One of us. But this may be our chance to remove them. Having all of you in one place will provide us with opportunities.
No documents.
Listen. The police department. Why am I here?
Same reason there's floodlights all over the place. Even though those would be in a stock room. For in case of need. Hey, wanted and missing. Let's see, missing Pedro Martin and Maria Martin. This is a interrogation room. Well, an observation for an interrogation room. I didn't see anything in there. There's the interrogation room itself. You would think they would put like a memo or something in here.
How's Lily doing?
Great. Everything's going fine. Just wish my wife would be home more to take care of her.
She barely took maternity leave, huh? One of Crimson's finest, I suppose. She's a great cop in her own right, but we can manage without her for a little longer.
You should hope she doesn't hear you say that, or you'll be out in your ass, Joseph.
This looks like it's way before I got here. Everyone's so much younger. But Sebastian's profile didn't say he was married. Let alone a child.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Okay, so we got another one of these. Left 4, right 19, left 10. Not what I wanted. There we go. There we go. Scrap 3. There we go. Let's go back and see if there was anything I missed, like on those tables or something. Hey, it's her desk. Teddy bear. So this was her desk. This was Kidman's desk. As I said, I haven't played this game since this DLC dropped, so... I did not play the Executioner, even though I have the DLC for it. That would be obvious when in the episode where I started and showed the DLCs. Raining.
Look, Seb, we need to talk. Going off with your conspiracy theories, you're getting out of control. You don't pull that in front of the captain.
I'm onto something, Joseph. I don't need you hiding shit from me, too.
I'm not, Sebastian. I'm trying to help. I want to help. But you need to think about this carefully. Your daughter, it was a loss everyone on the Force felt. But your wife is...
Myra left, Joseph. She left. When we needed each other the most, Myra left me. What would make her do that? I have to know. I don't care what it costs.
His daughter, then his wife? One right after the other? No wonder he always seemed so closed off.
Wanted, wanted, missing. A Mr. Christopher Taylor. Missing. Have you seen this woman? That is his wife. That is Myra. And that is a long fucking couple weeks. Hey, another missing poster for Myra. And missing, Fernando Cabrera. Yeah, he's been looking for Myra all over the place. Hugs all around.
Julie Kidman? She barely has any experience. We don't even know anything about her. Send her out canvassing witnesses then. Let her see the streets.
No. She's coming with us. I'm going to train her. She's my responsibility.
Look, I know you say it's personal, and I don't like to talk about it, but we can't have your misplaced guilt leading to rookies slowing us down.
Sebastian. He and Joseph weren't supposed to be involved. It shouldn't have happened like this.
Still missing. The poster is the two posters are no longer there. Now this one is a different poster. Hey, he's not smoking as much now. And his coffee. He's got coffee. So that's good. Not gonna pick that up yet. So, he's still looking for her. He's locked out several more places. One that he thought she was at, X'd out. One above another one that he thinks she's at is X'd out.
You've been on assignment for a week. How has it been?
Observe and report, just like you ordered. It's surreal to be on the other side after all I've been through.
Any signs of anything?
Nothing yet. I'm not about to be caught snooping around the classified room while I'm still on probation, so I can't get what they have on us.
Just earn their trust. That's all you can do now. It'll take a while, but in the end, they will let you in.
I didn't know all these police officers were characters, though. Guess the tough, hard-boiled detective stereotype is still going strong.
Our reports on Oda are that he doesn't let things slide, so be extra careful around him.
Will do. Though I can't imagine us getting along well.
And Detective Castellanos. Anything you have to share on him?
Seems drunk half the time, but at least he's considerate. Is he really the one people are concerned about? He seems almost harmless.
He is known to get emotional. Just make sure to give him his space. Respect him. As your superior.
Yeah, there's a reason behind a lot of this that I am not going to spoil. Was that the next archive? Yeah, that was the next archive for Kidman. So there's 2 more left.
This is Crimson? This can't be real. The light.
A STEM prototype at Beacon.
Beacon.
Oh,
I
fuck.
just hope I can get there before he does.
That would lead down, but it doesn't have a platform on it, so... Okay, I kind of love this. For an achievement that I don't have, for a trophy that I don't have, you do not push these guys off, but... Yeah. Like I said, this isn't my trophy hunt
he's
one.
Not coming back.
Well, he's not coming back. So yeah, this is not my trophy hunt one, but you avoid pushing him off, and there's other parts where you avoid. Actually, I don't know if this counts as the apartment or not. Yeah, hugs all around, like I said. Hugs and kisses. Ah. Grab that anyway, just in case I need it. Yeah, there were 2 push-up points, one right here and one on the other side. And you could have hit him with the axe. I now have the axe, just in case I need it. Oh, I wanted to push him off. Oh well. I wanted to push him off because I wanted to save my axe for later, but there's a trophy that if you get one trophy, you can't get the other until you go to unless you go back to checkpoint. And that trophy is getting through the hotel without killing anyone and without spotting anyone. Being spotted. I don't think that counted as part of the hotel. I think this is the part. Yeah, because this is the checkpoint. I think this is the point where you got to get through without being spotted.
Beacon is close. Can't stop now.
And it's kind of a pain in the ass to do.
Well, here's where you'll be living. The view's pretty spectacular, huh?
Holy shit. This is different than I'm used to. If you saw where I grew up.
The past is over. You're with us now. Here are the keys. It's yours. You'll have to take care of your own food, clothing, and incidentals. But your bank account has more than enough to take care of that.
So, that's it? What am I supposed to do?
Whatever you desire. But your assignment at the Crimson City Police Department is precedent to everything. You are a police officer, and you must live as such, and act as such.
I don't normally say this, but thank you.
You shouldn't be thanking us. These aren't gifts we provide. You have a very specific assignment at KCPD, and all of this is in exchange for that.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Don't apologize. Just show us you can do your job.
Yeah. Just making sure. Yeah, we are getting these in rapid order now, so we are getting close to the end of this chapter. But yeah, there is a trophy for, there was a dude that you'll find attacking, Sebastian, and you shoot him, which is, actually, oh, please, please, oh, fuck, it's one of these. Oh, come on. I've got to do it in a limited number of moves. Okay, that. This is a headache. I gotta do it in 5 moves, so... You know what? Fuck it. I'm looking it up, because I've got a headache already, so... Give me a sec. Evil Within, Consequence... This would be... Letter Scrapped 4... Okay. Lower right, upper left, second, first, third, first. So lower right, upper left, second, first, third. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Puzzles, I'm going to cheat now. I'm not going to look up locations of things, but if I get stuck on something like I just did, after 4 or 5 times I'll look it. As I said, I've beaten this game already once, so I am not going to entertain the whole... In fact, I think I got everything on it the first time as well. And I think I brute forced it that first time. But when you brute force something, you don't pay attention to what you're doing. So... So it's not like I could remember it because I brute forced it. This time I looked it up and it was much quicker instead of spending over an hour. Puzzles are fun when you're not LPing. When you're LPing, you kind of don't want to waste everyone's time. Well, maybe you and...
I shouldn't be, but I am thankful. I don't know what would have happened to me if you hadn't brought me in.
Well, you and Xavier can probably take care of that in...
The mark. Looks like it might be my only way out.
On the Discord. Oh. Gonna wait until she does the next part of her loop again. Ha ha ha. Come on. Thank you. I don't know why that was so fucking hard.
This is your last chance to prove yourself to us, kid. Don't let us down.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
Your dogs are giving you trouble again? Okay. It is 2 hours. Should I continue on to the end of the chapter? Because I think this is the end of... This is the last area of this chapter. So, should I continue on, or just pull it at a 2-hour mark? I am sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm letting you guys decide. Should I finish the chapter or call it here? Finish? What about you, Xavier? Finish or call it? Like I said, I think this is the last section. Okay, so... Pet's a kitty. And let's finish this. Okay. Now we are in the dilapidated part, but it's still part of the I know I'm sneaking. Like a sneaky sneak.
Sebastian. And Joseph, too. I dragged you into this. What have I done?
Okay, remember this area? Where there was a gunshot out of nowhere? Checkpoint. Okay. So I am going to reload from checkpoint. 'Cause fuck that guy. He spotted me. So that's why he started shooting. Oh, come on. I should have taken advantage of the barrels. Oh, should have taken advantage of the barrels. Really should have. So yeah, it's the apartments, not the hotel. That. Oh, that is bullshit. Oh, come on! That is not fair at all. First time I get a critical hit on him, and then the second time it takes 2 shots. Not fair. Annoying is what this is. Extremely, extremely annoying. Nothing? But yeah, you remember when the lift got sent to him? And it just kind of went towards him without him being able to do anything? That was us. What am I supposed to do next? Was it in there that I needed to take care of? Yes, ammo. Full on ammo now. Yay. I shall take all the ammo. Back to full health, back to full ammo. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I think there was a spot. No, I think it was later, actually. There's a spot where there was a gunshot that took out a dude that was in front of Sebastian. Yes, I know, thinking is a dangerous pastime for me. Want to try and keep it as far away from me as possible. It's over there. I can hear it. I want its light on. There we go. Come on. No! Son of a... Let me shoot you! Okay, so I can't even shoot it when its light's on me. It wasn't letting me shoot it. I missed twice for some reason. I could have sworn I was right on the spotlight. And it wasn't letting me shoot it. So fucking A. Really? Oh, come on! This is bullshit! Come on! I hate that it won't even let me aim. I can't aim, I can't shoot. I can't do anything with its light on me.
I'm not running this time.
I had to run this time. So I need to be able to shoot the fucker. Which sucks, because I already got it twice. I got 2 shots in, and then it fucked me. I need to shoot it when its light is on. Like that. Oh, come on! Ah, son of a bitch! Oh, of course I run out of energy right there. Oh, come on! Ah. Fucking A. Ah, God, I hate this. I have always hated this boss. Because you gotta shoot it in the spotlight. Oh, come on. That's why there's ammo littering the room, because it's such a pain in the ass boss. And of course, guess where it hangs out a lot? Right where the ammo is. Yes! Oh! Oh, yes.
Did Ruvik send you? Well, I hope he gets the message.
And that is the end of that boss. Ah, yes. Oh, much better. Oh, agreed. Fucking finally.
Kidman, are you in there?
Sebastian?
Kidman, it's me.
If you hadn't come along...
Save it for later. There are probably more of them around.
Sebastian? What is...
Stay back. She's my responsibility.
I'm sorry for putting you through this. I don't want to hurt you any more than I already have. You might try to stop me through you.
Now, why can't you do that with Sebastian?
A little hasty with that gun, kid. What is it you plan on doing?
What I have to do.
No! You do what we say. You will come back with that boy, or you will disappear. You really think you can do anything to stop this?
Stop, damn it!
Wrong way.
You don't understand!
Immediately wrong way. And just like with chapter 2, was it? Or chapter 1? Anyway, it was chapter 2. Just like with that.
You think you can do anything to stop this?
Stop, damn it! You don't understand!
We don't need your excuses, kid. You run because you're weak. You're afraid of us.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Joseph. Can't be.
This thing gonna run? Only one way to find out.
Shit!
What are you doing? Answer me.
Fuck this place.
Yep, that was the end of it. Chapter 3 is cleared. Oh boy. Okay, so 2.5 hours isn't bad to clear one. It took us almost 2 hours. So, about roughly a half hour of nothing but deaths. Yeah, falls on face. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hugs and kisses to everyone. I love all of you out there, both those of you who watched and those of you who will. I hope you all come back tomorrow to see the finale of The Consequence. Like I said tonight, I will put a poll on my Twitter, as well as post a kind of suggestions page on my Discord, to see if I should play a day of The Executioner between this and Evil Within 2. I hope you all enjoy. I love you all out there. Hugs and kisses. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, and take care.